24 of these magnificent white horses lie scattered across Britain's hillsides. And the county that I'm in today lays claim to 13 of them, the highest concentration in England. So where am I? We'll find out in just a moment. On today's show, I'll be helping a young married couple buy their very first home together. We get off to a good start.
I really like it.
Then things just get better.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I like that very much.
And from better, it goes to absolute best.
This is absolutely what I would want.
Today I'm in Wiltshire, a county renowned for the iconic white horses etched into its chalky slopes. Now, it's thought that the very first of these hillside figures date back to Celtic times, and they were an ancient symbol of worship. But these Wiltshire white horses are thought to have been made up to around 300 years ago, and they were mainly to commemorate events such as battles or coronations. And the tradition is still alive and kicking, with the Devizes white horse being created to mark the millennium. But these striking landmarks are not the only things that this fantastic county has going for it. Lying in the south of England, the large landlocked county of Wiltshire is bordered by 6 other counties, including Hampshire and Somerset, in a prime spot at the gateway to the West Country. Wiltshire is a particularly attractive, mostly rural portion of the country, nearly half of which has been designated as areas of outstanding natural beauty. The northwestern pocket lies within the Cotswolds, on the edge of which is the stately market town of Bradford-on-Avon, which grew in the 18th and 19th centuries on the back of its prosperous wool trade. Many fine examples of historic architecture line the town's streets, notably the Church of St Lawrence, dating back to the 8th century. Moving further back in time, Wiltshire's landscape reveals much about ancient civilizations who have left their long-lasting mark here. Most famous, perhaps, are the Neolithic stone circles at Avery, and of course Stonehenge, which proudly stands on the undulating chalk downs of Salisbury Plain. Flowing serenely through the county, the 87-mile-long Kennet-on-Avon Canal was built at the turn of the 19th century. This inland waterway weaves its way past Wiltshire's most spectacular sights via the Cane Hill flight of 29 locks that raise the canal over 200 feet in just under 2 miles. The route is also popular with walkers and cyclists who come here to experience this county's wonderful tranquil scenery. You certainly pay a premium for all this beauty here in Wiltshire. The average price of a detached property currently stands at £289,000. Now that's £38,000 or 14% more than the national figure. What's more, around hotspots like Marlborough or the southern Cotswolds villages like Hare and Castle Combe, you can expect to pay a premium of 15 to 20%. However, your money will go a little further if you head towards the towns of Melksham or somewhere like Trowbridge in the south of the county. But wherever you're looking, you can rest assured that this historic county is home to a rich mix of period property styles. The dramatic variations in geology across Wiltshire account for the huge variety of building materials used here. Distinctive honey-coloured limestone from the Cotswold Belt has been used to construct many properties to the northwest of the county. Castle Combe must be one of the loveliest villages in the region that showcases 15th and 16th century limestone homes at their finest. This detached 4-bedroom thatched cottage is a prime example of the local vernacular and is currently on the market for a premium price tag of £850,000. The mellow Cotswold stone gives way to red brick towards the east of the county. The main street in the market town of Marlborough retains many Tudor houses and Georgian colonnaded shops. Just outside the centre, this 4-bedroom, semi-detached Edwardian family home continues that period theme and comes with a price tag of £490,000. What What a fantastic array of architectural styles there. But will we find anything to impress this week's couple? Well, let's meet them. Today's urban escapees are husband and wife duo Andrew and Rebecca, who have been married for 2 years and currently share this contemporary 2-bedroom flat in southwest London.
I bought the flat about 6 or 7 years ago, and when I bought it, I was a young single man living on his own in London. And
Miserable.
I was very happy. And then Becky came along, and I was even happier.
For me, it's a bit masculine and soulless.
It does have a soul, it's just a very ice-cool soul.
Not only has the temperature dipped in Andrew's flat, but they've also got cold feet about the city too.
We've outgrown the flat and we've outgrown London. Neither are sort of suitable for what we want moving forward. You know, we want this space in the elbow room to have a family, to have dogs.
So it's a new home, new area and a new business.
Well, for the last 7 years, I've been what's called an associate dentist in a practice here in London, and I feel like I've learned all that I can there, and I'm ready to apply everything that I've learned in a practice of my own, sort of realise my own vision if I can.
And whilst Andrew is perfecting the smiles of his neighbours, Becky will be commuting back into London, where she works as a project manager, although she does also have a few entrepreneurial ideas up her sleeve too.
I like to make my own cards and little interior things around the house, crafty picture frames or the odd cushion cover, all a bit wonky and a bit quirky, but I don't mind that. I like that.
It's no surprise then that when it comes to the house, it's a battle of clinical versus creative.
I really like minimalism.
But I much prefer lots of rooms and character and features.
But I'm quite easy. As long as there's a garden and a garage, I'm pretty easy.
This is the first time they've bought a house together, so it could be an interesting journey. Wiltshire provides the ideal middle ground between Andrew's old uni friends in Wales and Rebecca's family in Leicestershire, and they're excited about getting to know the region better.
I'm looking forward to exploring the local area, the high streets, the points of interest, bits of history, and basically lots of exploring in the countryside.
And I'm really looking forward to getting back out on my bike again and being closer to the coast so I can go surfing and exploring the local pubs and that kind of thing.
For some good food.
Obviously.
The London flat is on the market and they have a clear idea of what they're willing to spend on their new Wiltshire home.
The budget for the move is £450,000.
Proximity to road and rail links is vital to Andrew and Becky for their work commutes. So our house search will concentrate on the villages around Marlborough towards the north of the county, all with easy access to the motorway. Time for us all to step into Wiltshire to nail the specifics of what they're looking for. Hello, Becky and Andrew. Thank you for bringing me to Wiltshire. Gorgeous county, isn't it?
Really
nice.
beautiful.
Very different to London.
Very different, yeah. We live in a flat in London. There's a lot of people around us, so we love the idea of having a house that's not attached to any other houses, that has maybe some sort of a garden around it. I'd love the idea of a garage or something like that, but Becky has a better idea of
That's
what
all
she'd
sounding
like.
very relaxed, Andrew. I love
Yes.
it. Yeah,
Yes.
maybe a garden. Oh, a bit of a garage.
That'll be fine.
Becky, details.
Yeah, definitely a garden, definitely a garage. Time for a couple more bedrooms, place where we can entertain and relax.
But I grew up in Ireland and we had about an acre of land around us, and I remember as a kid sort of running around the house and being able to play in the garden. So I love the idea of having just a little bit of space around us. That's the most important thing for me.
As I'm sure you can imagine, this is a very popular, beautiful part of the world. So it can be a bit challenging to get everything that you want.
Yeah.
Are you prepared for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might have to work with her a bit.
Probably.
I might cry.
You might. Or you might smile. I'm hoping you smile and find the house that you love, because we have got 3 stunning properties to show you. So are you ready?
Ready?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Thank you.
For a top budget of £450,000, Andrew and Becky are after a detached family property with at least 3 bedrooms, a garage, and a wraparound garden with enough room for a dog. They would like a quiet location, but with good transport connections. And as for the property style, the jury's out on whether it should be characterful and cosy or cool and contemporary. We've got a selection of stunning properties which we hope will appeal to our buyers' differing tastes. But as ever, I won't be revealing the price of each until they've had a guess first. Then the finale will be the mystery property. But could it be too close for comfort? We have some spectacular countryside to serve up with our first property, which is in the small hamlet of Honey Street, but just a 10-minute drive from Pewsey that has a direct train into London which takes just over an hour. Honey Street is set in a quiet rural area but benefits from a 200-year-old local pub which sits on the banks of the Kennet and Avon Canal. And our first property is a 300-year-old cottage framed by a box hedge and wooden gate that looks as sweet as the village name would suggest. Right, my favourite part, property number 1. Now, Becky, you love history.
Yes.
This house has bags of it. 1680.
You kidding?
Wow. Grade 2 listed.
Wow. Oh yeah, it says that on the chimney.
There you go.
Oh my goodness.
Proper old.
It's beautiful.
And it's detached.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Are you ready to start our magical mystery tour?
Absolutely, yeah.
Let's head inside. They seem awestruck by the exterior of our 17th century property, and as they'll see, that historic charm continues inside. Right, come on in. Silence. What do you think?
I really like it.
Yeah, brilliant. No, brilliant. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
It is interesting, it is quirky. The first bit I want to show you is actually the kitchen, which is through here. Now, Becky, what do you think of this as a kitchen?
It's not as big as I would have hoped. It's not really the family gathering, entertaining space.
I quite like it. I do quite like it. It is a little bit small, but it's all, I don't know, small and perfectly proportioned, I would have thought. I really like it.
But if it's woodwork that you like, I think you're going to love looking at these other rooms. Come this way.
Okay.
You've got this great space here, which leads through to the main living room. Here.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Oh,
I like that very much.
that is lovely.
It's
That's amazing.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
That is the sort of fireplace I'd sort of hoped for.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's very cosy.
I really like
Andrew,
it.
you're surprising me.
Yeah, I know.
I
It's
wasn't
great.
sure how you would feel about this property, given that you love the clean lines and open spaces and not too many bits.
I do really like it.
Well, Andrew's reaction is a real revelation. Although this quirky cottage is a complete contrast to the modern open-plan living he's used to, he seems to be warming to it. The layout here in this property is slightly unconventional, being that the family bathroom is located down on the ground floor just off the hallway, alongside a separate WC. And there are also a further 2 reception areas at the back of the property, which could be used as a dining room and a study, but are both currently set up as bedrooms, which could be handy when Becky and Andrew's family grows, or for visiting friends and family. Then upstairs on the first floor are the last 2 remaining bedrooms. Right, through here. Pretty good sized master bedroom, I think, for a cottage.
Yeah, I would, wow, yeah. No, I would agree. That is a good size.
I've got to let you know, though, no ensuite, as you can see.
Yeah. It still feels quite spacious, though, even though it does feel quite cosy. It seems to be working quite well so far.
Well, let's see if you like the garden just as much.
Okay.
And see if you like the price, too.
After you guys.
So far, so good for this delightful property. And the garden continues in a similar vein, with hidden pockets that include a vegetable patch, a patio area, and a single garage for Andrew. What's more, it's neighboured by cattle from the local dairy farm and set against the backdrop of the Alton Barns White Horse. Ooh, OK. Your garden. Manageable?
Very, yeah. Yeah,
Very.
very much.
It's a good size, not too obvious, not too tailored.
Fantastic.
And surrounded by history, gorgeous, characterful house, charming.
Charming, interesting, fun,
Made
quirky.
Andrew smile.
Yeah.
Will the price make you smile? How much do you think you'd have to pay for this to be yours?
I'd say it's probably on the market for about 410.
Okay.
I think this is more the topper end of our budget. They've probably placed it at £430,000.
It comes in at £399,000.
That definitely makes it worth considering.
It does,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Why don't you go think about
Pleasant
it?
surprise.
Have another look around with that
Okay.
new information with you.
Okay.
I'll come and see where you've got to later on.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
A healthy £51,000 under budget, our first property is a charming detached Grade 2 listed cottage. The layout currently lends itself to 2 reception rooms, a kitchen breakfast room and 4 bedrooms. Outside the pretty cottage garden has Andrew's all-important garage, and the location is in a quiet hamlet surrounded by pastureland.
I did think that the layout of the house was going to be small, boxy rooms. The downstairs I actually was pleasantly surprised with. The rooms were bigger. The nooks actually worked very well. They didn't feel too boxy.
I think the overall feeling from the cottage is that I like it very much, but I like more what could be done with it.
Hey there. Oh, it's tipping it down now. But you've still got smiles on your faces, which is lovely. Come on. Wiltshire's dramatic landscape is home to some of Britain's most ancient architecture. It includes the Neolithic sarsens of Stonehenge, and even older still, the megalithic stones at Avery, the village that marks the starting point of the Neolithic Marathon. This event was created to raise funds for the Wiltshire Wildlife Trust, and it's now become one of the sporting highlights in the county's cultural calendar. We arranged for our fitness-loving couple to experience the first leg of this scenic and energetic trail with Trust volunteer Derek Gard.
Hello, welcome to
Hi.
Avery.
Hi.
It's great to see you. You'll really enjoy this. It's 26 miles from the historical centre of Avery here with these lovely sarsen stones all around us, going all the way to Stonehenge.
And how far will we be going today?
About 6 miles. I've just taken this mystical place because there's energy here through all these stones. Just touch the stone a minute and feel it.
Need all the
Avery's
help I can get.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm
Yeah.
energized.
Come on then.
Go.
The unique cross-country trail links the 2 World Heritage Sites at Stonehenge and Avery through some of the region's most glorious countryside, be it on foot or by bike.
This is a good place to stop. We can see in the distance Silbury Hill. Silbury Hill is the largest man-made monument in Europe. It's the same size as one of the smaller pyramids in Egypt. Nobody really knows why it was built. It's about 2,400 years old.
Wow.
Okay, so shall we carry on?
Yeah?
Go.
Come on then.
Feeling good?
Thank you.
Sponsorship money raised by competitors plays a vital role in helping protect Wiltshire's native wildlife, as well as improving and maintaining their natural habitat.
So what kind of prizes are there for the event?
Well, we don't give any prizes away, but when you finish the 26 miles, we actually give you a gold medal. When I say gold, it's gold-plated. And you get free entry to Stonehenge, and we also give you some food, because we think after 26 miles you deserve something to eat.
Brilliant.
The finish line for Andrew and Becky is the summit of Tans Hill, which is one of the highest points in the county and offers a rewarding panoramic view across to the Cotswolds and Mendips.
Brilliant. Fantastic. That is
Look at that view.
amazing.
Isn't that fantastic?
That is absolutely beautiful.
Our buyers have a year to get fit for the next marathon between these iconic sites, but we have just a couple of days to find them a winning property. So with one house down, let's keep the momentum going. Our next destination is situated further north of the county, in the village of Bradenstoke, conveniently located for easy access to the M4 and just over 10 miles from a mainline railway station into central London. Bradenstoke is another attractive location, and offers a few more amenities than our first property, including a pub and a village store. Right in the heart of the village lies our second proposition, which will hopefully offer them the upsize thereafter.
Right, property number 2. Very different, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. It looks a lot bigger.
A lot bigger.
I'd say a lot newer.
You're right, it is a lot bigger, isn't it? A lot bigger looking.
Yeah.
Newer, yes, but still dates back to the 1800s. Because
Really?
this used to be a farmhouse. So it does have some history still.
Brilliant.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it looks very impressive. It looks really big compared to the last one we saw. And yeah, fantastic.
It still looks like it has character.
Shall I show you some character?
Yes.
Would you like to wow?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay.
First impressions are drawing our buyers in, so let's see if we can upscale those reactions inside. As in true farmhouse tradition, we enter using the back door.
Right. I think this is a bit bigger.
Whoa. That's much bigger. Wow. That's brilliant.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
And if you step forward a bit, you can really get a feel of how much space you have. Because you don't just have the kitchen, you've got that seating area around there.
Oh, blimey. This is a lovely size.
It's a really sort of sociable kitchen, isn't it?
And with all this space, you have yet more. Through there is a pretty good sized utility room as well.
I didn't think we'd be able to find anything this big for a kitchen.
Big, yeah. This house is big. There's lots more to see, come on.
Okay.
Well, I think that's top marks for the kitchen, so let's hope the next room makes the grade.
So this is the second reception room. You have another one on the other side of the stairwell.
Yeah.
Wow.
Two reception rooms, that's nice.
Got a wow.
Yeah.
That fireplace is fantastic.
I feel like I can see our things here.
This is absolutely what I would want.
So it's got 2 reception rooms. And if it had a third, how would you feel about that?
That would
That would
absolutely
be
no problem
amazing.
at all.
Good, because it has. It's this way.
Right.
It's a good size as well.
Oh, blimey.
Brilliant. Definitely suggest man cave though. This would obviously be my room.
I was just about to ask, what would you do with this space, this
Make
extra
it
room?
my room. Yeah, definitely.
You and the future dog can sit in here.
Fine. Absolutely fine.
Upstairs, the space is just as impressive and provides 5 bedrooms in total, 4 of which make use of a modern family bathroom. They include 2 large double bedrooms, one with attractive sash windows, and lying between them is a cosier double. The smallest room is currently being used as a study, and that just leaves the room for Andrew and Becky.
Right, you've got a bathroom there, which really only serves this room, which is the master bedroom.
Wow.
Yeah, this is big again, really big. And I've just seen this fireplace behind you.
Yes, and some hidden charm as well. This is a working fireplace, so cosy nights in for the 2 of
Brilliant. Absolutely
That
brilliant.
is a nice touch.
you. Loving it?
Yeah.
Really am.
Well, let's go see the garden then, because that's the only bit left to see.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Moving outside, there's a garage that no doubt Andrew will find useful, and the compact garden has been divided into a lawned area with a large decked terrace.
Here we go. Over here, you get another view of the house.
Yes, you can see how big it is from out here, can't you?
Okay, you like it? It's big,
Yeah.
but how much do you think it's on the market for?
I'd be surprised if it was on for 475. I'd really be interested, but I'd say it's more like 500.
Okay.
I think it would be more than our budget. Maybe £465,000.
Okay. Well, what if it were on for 450?
Oh, that's really worth
That
considering.
is a lot of house for the money.
That's
is good news.
That's really good news. Yeah, yeah. We really need to have a think about this.
There were a lot of rooms in there.
Yeah.
Go and explore them a little and have a think about it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I will find you somewhere in the
Okay.
big mansion.
Okay.
Coming in exactly on budget at £450,000, The second property is an impressive detached former farmhouse with a price tag that's music to our buyers' ears. The extensive accommodation comes with a large L-shaped kitchen breakfast room, 3 reception areas and 5 bedrooms. Outside there's a manageable garden and the property is located in the heart of a popular village.
I mean, from the outside, the house looks really, really big, and when you come inside, if anything, it feels even bigger. I couldn't believe how large the kitchen was, and that there was, initially we thought 2 reception rooms, and then there was the third. It just kept going on and on. So, yeah, absolutely brilliant.
When I first saw the front of the house, I thought it was obviously much bigger than the other one, and I was really quite impressed with the sort of height and stature of it, and I loved the red brick. All the rooms are really functional and practical, as well as being picturesque and with lovely features. So I have lots to think about because I'm impressed and potentially excited.
Coming down here, seen everything?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got a real feel for the place?
Yeah.
I think so.
Been a long day, hasn't it?
Long day.
And we've still got another house to look at, but that's tomorrow. Come on.
Okay.
With the day drawing to a close, Andrew and Becky have time to reflect on the 2 properties they've seen so far, as the first stage of our house hunt comes to an end. On a budget of £450,000, London-based couple Andrew and Becky are desperate to quit the city and move towards a new life together in the Wiltshire countryside, where they hope to extend the family, starting with a dog. They've already viewed 2 outstanding properties, either of which could make their idyllic country home. But coming up, our mystery property leaves them flabbergasted.
Aye, killing us. This is stunning. Absolutely beautiful. I love it.
I really like this.
And I catch up with one of our previous Wiltshire house buyers who's very much at home here.
I'm really pleased with how yesterday went. I think Andrew and Becky have really embraced this in a positive and enthusiastic way. And it looks like the weather is brightening up as well. But today it's the mystery house. And as ever, we're going to take them to something that they would have dismissed on paper. But I have a feeling if there's any house that's going to change their minds, it'll be this one. It's the mystery house today. Are you worried?
No.
Of course not. And neighbours and community. How are you feeling about that?
As long as there was a little bit of room around us, you know, I was quite happy. So, yeah, Go on.
Your tolerance for the proximity of people has
Yeah,
lessened.
it has lessened with the impressiveness of the houses you've shown us.
Well, that's very good to hear, as the mystery house will most definitely test their neighbourly goodwill. And to get there, we're heading back to Bradenstoke, where our second property was located. Becky and Andrew can't wait to embrace village life, and Bradenstoke is home to a vibrant community. So this time around, we're going to experience a little more of the area, and in particular the village's dog walking field, where local resident Sue and her pet dog are out to stretch their legs.
So is this your little one?
Oh, yes, this is Sky. She's a Jack Russell Cross Maltese, and she's almost 2. So she likes coming up here, playing with all her friends, and as you see, we've got quite a few dogs in the village at the moment.
This is a wonderful facility.
It's a really communal area, isn't it? I mean, do you really get to know people from
Oh, you
coming
do.
here?
In this village, most people own a dog. And if you don't own a dog, you own a horse.
Oh, right. We'll get a dog then.
Well, if we're going to have any chance of you doing any dog walking around here, we're going to have to find your property first, aren't we?
Yeah.
So I'm afraid we're going to have to leave you for
That's
now,
okay,
but thanks
that's
very
great.
much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Nice
Sue.
to meet you.
Bye.
Leaving the dogs to enjoy a run around, let's unveil the mystery property.
Right, time for the mystery house. Well, the mystery property is attached,
Right.
and it's not that one.
Okay.
Okay.
It's this one.
Okay.
Oh.
The good news is, it used to be a pub.
Oh, fantastic.
and it was divided up in the 90s and renovated completely. But it is Grade 2 listed, 17th century, so still lots of history.
Wow.
So I know it's a bit unfair because you can't see much of it. But
No.
what are your first thoughts?
Small.
Well, yeah, but it's the end, isn't it? Still lovely.
Let me go show you some more of the property. It's really not that small.
Okay.
Well, first appearances are definitely deceiving with this mystery house. Although we know they have strong feelings about being attached, I think they should reserve judgment, as there's so much more to this property inside than they would expect.
Crikey.
Aye, killing us. This is stunning. Absolutely beautiful. I love it.
I really like this.
There's a pantry.
There's a pantry and there's a utility room, laundry room. Lovely central island, nice and big.
I love
Yeah.
the sink in the central island, and the wooden work surface is really, really nice.
Good units, lots of space.
Oh, I really like this.
And you're going to love this bit too. Let's go to the
Right.
sitting room.
Okay. After you.
Thank you.
So here you go.
Oh, this is nice.
Cosy living room,
Beautiful again.
wood-burning stove, great fireplace.
Yes, fireplace. That is good. This is a lovely room. Very warm. Feels very comfortable, homely.
I can't wait to see upstairs now.
This is feeling very good.
Yeah, it is.
Let's go upstairs and check out the bedrooms.
I think it's safe to say we're on to a winner with our mystery property. It's certainly getting very positive reactions from all parties. Let's hope the sleeping arrangements hit the mark as well. There's a shower room off the utility room downstairs, and upstairs the bathing options are really rather special.
We're on the way to the master bedroom, but I thought you might want to see the main bathroom.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, it's brilliant.
That is pretty. Let's not do anything to it. Brilliant.
Do you remember the his and hers things that you said you would really like someday?
Come and have a look at the master bedroom, come on.
Can you go first?
Here we go. This could be for the two of you.
Oh, this is lovely again. It's big.
Good size.
So you like the size?
Yeah, storage.
Storage, that's a big bed, isn't it? It's a
Yeah,
big
it
yeah,
bed.
it's
is.
huge.
So it's a 4-bedroom property. This
Yeah.
is definitely the biggest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
You've got a bit quiet.
Yeah.
Well, I've run out of superlatives.
The 3 remaining bedrooms include a double with exposed brickwork, and then there are 2 slightly smaller bedrooms. With the accommodation options covered, all that remains is to see if they're as blown away by the space outside. The house has been renovated to an exceptional standard, and the garden certainly wasn't an afterthought. It features lovely lawned areas, a well-stocked pond, and a double garage.
You've seen it all.
I like. I mean, I love the size of the garage, and I like this sort of more sort of functional bit of the front. And the garden is gorgeous. I really like everything.
Oh, so that makes the big question all the more important.
Yeah.
Yes.
How much do you think this house is on the market for?
I'm gonna say maybe 475.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to be over our budget. So I would have said £460,000.
This house is on the market at £5 short of £450,000. Get your thinking caps on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the next step will be some decisions to be made.
Yeah.
Go on, I'll see you later on. Go into that
Thanks.
garden. I have a warm feeling inside, it's so nice. This is the first time they've house hunted together, and what I love about this property is that they walked in and they just had that feeling. Could this be the one?
Coming in just under their £450,000 budget, our mystery property is a wonderful Grade 2 listed, semi-detached cottage with a wealth of character throughout. It has a fantastic spacious country kitchen diner, a sitting room complete with a wood-burning stove, and 4 bedrooms. Outside, there's a landscaped garden and a double garage.
It's great.
That's brilliant.
It's huge. I like all the storage over here that they've built in.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
As I came around the corner and I started to see the face of the house, it was obviously much larger, it was really pretty. It's absolutely lovely. It's exactly the sort of thing I would look for.
The first house we saw had that whole magical, mystical feel about it, which appealed to Becky. And the second house we saw had the more modern, practical feel to it, which appealed to me. This house combines both. It's bang on the money. We're both really impressed by it. It's as close to perfect as could be found, I think.
I love these details. Hello. You haven't moved in yet. Really? I've come to turf you out.
Thank you.
Did you enjoy that?
Really did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's been a great couple of days, hasn't it?
Oh, really
Really
good
enjoyed
fun.
it.
Good.
Really nice.
Time to find somewhere to sit down and mull it over.
Yes.
Okay.
On Escape to the Country, we're often asked what happens to our buyers once they have made the move and how their lives have changed.
Well, since we're in Wiltshire, we've come to this pretty little village near Salisbury to meet a lady who should be able to answer some of those questions.
A year ago, we came to the aid of Linda, who was being helped by her friend Liz to make her first ever move from her childhood family home in London, as it was being demolished by developers within 6 weeks. Fortunately, she was offered a very healthy sum of money for the plot, enabling Linda to retire from her work as a PA and follow her dream by moving to Wiltshire. Her property hunt with Jules Hudson got off to a very positive start.
OK, ladies, here we are.
Oh, that looks lovely. Looks very, very promising. Just the sort of style that I was looking for.
On her wish list was the desire for 4 bedrooms to accommodate visiting friends, as well as a spacious kitchen.
This is it.
Oh, that's lovely, yes. An island unit.
Yep.
Yes, lovely. Plenty of cupboard space, yes.
Granite tops.
Yes.
And the price was on the money too. Linda fell in love with this beautiful period house, and in the end, the other 2 properties we showed her just couldn't compete. So she took the plunge, bought her first ever house, and moved in some 6 months ago. And I've come to meet Linda to find out how she's enjoying her new life. Hello, Linda.
Hi.
Denise.
Hi, Denise. Lovely to meet you. Do come in.
Thank you.
Linda, this kitchen is gorgeous.
It's lovely, isn't it? I'm very pleased with it. Having the help of Escape to the Country was absolutely invaluable.
This was the very first house that Jules showed you, though.
It wasn't just the first house I saw in Escape to the Country, it was the first house I saw at all. And I fell in love with it absolutely immediately. And I was a real townie. I've never lived in the country before. It's been a whole new experience. When I've been in the village store, people said, "Oh, are you the lady that was on the television?" And we've got chatting. So that's broken the ice quite a few times.
I'm glad
as well.
we helped not only find you a home, but find you friends as well.
Oh, you have, you have.
The house has certainly lived up to expectations, and the peaceful garden has been a revelation too.
It is stunning.
It's lovely, isn't it? And another unexpected bonus is the number of birds that I get here.
You do look so relaxed and happy.
Oh, I think relaxed is definitely the phrase I'd use. People said that when they used to see me before I moved, I was all tense and my shoulders were hunched up. No, it's noticeable how much more relaxed I am and happy. I'm just so happy. I can't believe it. It's incredible.
And it's not just this house, is it? You've really embraced the community and they've embraced you too.
Oh, very much so. No, I feel so welcome.
And where better to meet Linda's newfound friends than at the local pub, which is only a short walk away from Linda's home.
Right, Denise, welcome to the fountain.
Ah. This is home from home, is it?
Oh, it most certainly is, yes. Spend many a happier hour here.
Hello.
And this is my friend Annie, who is responsible for my downfall.
Linda moved here in December and I moved here in October, and exactly the same as Linda. I've just made so many friends, real friends here.
And just struck lucky. No, it's been brilliant.
I'm sure it has a lot to do with all of you. Not just luck, the way you've approached it all and the way you really welcome everyone in. I'm feeling very cosy and welcome. I can quite happily sit here. I will do. I'm going to get back to work. There's another lovely couple hoping to make Wiltshire their home.
I can recommend it. Tell them to go for it.
I will, and I'm hoping they choose one of our properties.
Tell them to come here.
Wish me luck.
There's no doubt that moving to the Wiltshire countryside has transformed Linda's life for the better. And now it's time to see if the county has worked its magic on Becky and Andrew too.
Well, we've had a fun couple of days, haven't we?
Really have.
First time house hunting together. Growing up time.
Yes.
You liked all of our houses, I think. But let's go through all of them. So we started with something very old. What did you think of the first house?
I was completely in love with the outside of it when I saw it. It was magical. As we moved round, it was apparent that it didn't have the space that we wanted.
It was such a special little house, but I think, you know, our overriding opinion was still what will we have to do to make this right for us?
Well, I think what you probably learnt from that first property is the compromises that come with something quite so old and with all the higgledy-piggledy and nooks and crannies that you're looking for. So it was really nice to then take you to something very different. And the second property was huge in comparison.
Well, the first thing that hits you when you look at that property is the size.
5 bedrooms, 3 reception rooms, huge kitchen.
We were already very excited about what we could do with it, but it would almost be, I think, having some rooms for room's sake downstairs, especially while there is just the two of us at the moment.
And then we had the mystery house. Now, I love the mystery property because if there was one thing you said you definitely did not want, it was a house that wasn't detached. What were the first thoughts as we walked up?
Well, as we walked up, we were both a bit confused as to what we were looking at. Initially, I was quite disappointed. I thought, oh, it's quite small, and it's attached to another house. This is not going to be for me at all. I was really impressed when we came around the corner. The first thing that struck me is this is much, much bigger than I thought it was.
The original part that was the old pub, the exposed woodwork, there were 2 open fires, one in the living area, one in the kitchen, which I thought was really nice. And then the kitchen itself, which, with the central island, it was quite a modern, functional kitchen, but with the range and the farmhouse feel.
So, I think it was a great journey. 3 houses that you seem to like, each one more and more. But the big question is, of course, what's next? Will you go for any of them?
I think we're going to have a really hard think about it. I think there's no doubt that the final house
Would fit the bill.
was as close to perfect as I think we could find. I think we would seriously consider putting an offer in.
Oh, that's music to my ears. I love it. And what I want to know is that you've put an offer in and you've moved in, so we can come back for a barbie.
Sounds good.
We'll let you know.
Well, best of luck, and let us know how you get on.
Thank you.
Thank you. Andrew and Becky have certainly chosen a beautiful part of the country to move to. And I think that the energy and fun with which they've undertaken this property search has really served them well, especially when it came to our mystery house, which I think could be the one for them. But it does just go to show that sometimes when you focus on the things you don't want, you could miss out on something that's just for you. I'll see you next time on Escape to the Country.
I'm absolutely delighted that Becky and Andrew did actually put in an offer on the mystery house. That's been accepted, and they have their hearts set on getting 2 spaniels as soon as they move. If you would like to escape to the country in Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland or England and need our help, please apply online at bbc.co.uk/be on a show.